The notion that going to the gym will automatically make you more attractive to women is an oversimplified idea and ultimately misleading. Sure, being in good shape can boost your overall appearance to some degree, but the impact is often less significant than people make it out to be. While having a fit body or a lean figure can certainly contribute to your attractiveness, the emphasis should be on maintaining a low body fat percentage and staying lean, rather than building massive muscles. It's often facial improvements that lifting provides, like a sharper jawline due to lower body fat, that can make the real difference in enhancing appearance. Having a lean and defined body doesn't require bodybuilding. Something as simple as running or engaging in sports a few times a week can help you stay in shape. The focus should be on maintaining a healthy, sustainable level of fitness rather than solely pursuing big muscles, as the return on investment in terms of attractiveness for huge muscles is relatively low. In fact, even beyond muscles, things like body frame or natural build play a bigger role in perceived attractiveness. While anyone can work to build muscle, genetics play a significant role in shaping how someone's body will respond to training and how good they will actually look with added muscle. People often attribute their physique to intense workout regimens or specific sports they did growing up, but genetics play an undeniable role in shaping an individual's body. For instance, a person with naturally large legs or impressive muscle definition might credit their past participation in sports, but it's actually their genetics that contributed to how their body developed. Training certainly helps, but it's not the sole factor, and it's often genetics that determine who stands out. This is why, in the fitness world, building big muscles is often said to have a low return on investment. It's a classic example of what's known in business as entering a red ocean. A red ocean represents a saturated market, where intense competition makes it hard to stand out or gain any significant advantage. With so many people competing for the same limited demand, the competition becomes fierce to the point where the ocean turns red with blood, symbolizing the brutal battle for attention or success. In this scenario, unless you can offer something distinct or unique, it's unlikely you'll stand out among the crowd of others trying to gain similar attention. In the dating context, attributes like height, facial attractiveness, social status, or even wealth are what set people apart. These attributes are often difficult, if not impossible, to change, whereas building muscle at the gym is relatively easier by comparison. If everyone can hit the gym and build muscle, it becomes less valuable as a differentiating factor. That's why so many guys focus on extreme dieting or intense bodybuilding routines, chasing after that elusive exclusivity. They are trying to overcome the low barriers to entry in a red ocean, full of people doing the exact same thing. However, because it's so easy for anyone to pursue these fitness goals, they don't create much of a competitive edge in dating or relationships. If something is too easy to change or achieve, it doesn't hold much weight as a differentiating factor in the dating landscape. This red ocean of gym goers highlights the reality that building muscle alone doesn't guarantee attractiveness or success. A body's natural frame, for example, can be far more crucial in signaling genetic fitness, and factors like facial structure and height play an even larger role. Muscles alone do not signal exclusivity, especially when everyone else is also working out and achieving similar physiques. Many self-help influencers who promote fitness routines also exploit this misconception, often selling products or services that promise to help people break through this saturated market. Some influencers, like Hamza, even attach seemingly arbitrary prices to their courses or plans to make them appear more legitimate. They'll offer a $197 program instead of $200 to add a sense of precision and legitimacy, or an exclusive master class priced at $3,000, only for the actual value to fall far short of expectations. This strategy of selling courses often capitalizes on people's insecurities and desires for self-improvement. It's particularly troubling because many young and impressionable followers are willing to invest money into these programs, thinking they will bring about life-changing success. Hamza's approach of exploiting young people's insecurities by offering overpriced guidance to solve basic concerns, like convincing parents that protein powder is healthy, highlights how influencers can profit off those struggling with self-worth. This approach often gives vulnerable followers a sense of false hope, promising them a better life if they follow the program's steps. However, most young people who invest in these courses end up disappointed, failing to achieve the results they were hoping for. For some people, especially young gym goers, the pursuit of muscle becomes a kind of obsession, and for those who don't see significant changes, frustration sets in. Many end up fixating on extreme methods, like considering supplements or even steroids, thinking it's the only way to achieve their goals. This can be a slippery slope, as the allure of a leaner, more muscular body often leads people to take risky measures, trying to look better without considering the long-term consequences. But in the end, these efforts don't guarantee success in the dating market because fitness alone doesn't make up for other qualities people find attractive. Ultimately, the idea that going to the gym can transform one's dating prospects overlooks the reality that competition is fierce and the return on investment for muscle growth is low. The world doesn't reward people based on how hard they work at lifting weights or achieving an ideal physique, but rather on how effectively they stand out. In this case, things like facial attractiveness, height, and natural frame, traits that are largely genetically determined, have a greater impact than simply having big muscles. In life, success often has more to do with factors outside of one's control, like family background, innate intelligence, or natural opportunities. Despite all the effort and hard work, many people discover that fitness alone doesn't change much in terms of their attractiveness. For people who succeed, especially those who gain attention for their physical appearance or charisma, there's often an element of luck involved. Factors like being born with good looks or growing up in a supportive environment contribute significantly to one's success. People who are surrounded by positive reinforcement from a young age tend to develop confidence and a good work ethic naturally. However, for those who don't receive this kind of support, life can feel like an uphill battle. This is why it's often said that hard work is overrated, especially when there's no underlying demand for what one offers. In a saturated market, no amount of effort will create a substantial impact. In reality, opportunities and social environment play a much larger role in determining one's success than personal effort alone. Factors like intelligence and even genetic predisposition to resilience are often just as important. Some studies suggest that even traits like work ethic can be linked to genetics, meaning that people are not always in control of how they respond to challenges. Recognizing these realities, it's crucial for people to set realistic expectations and understand that not every path to success is equally available to everyone. A single impactful action, such as improving one's appearance with a medical procedure, can often yield greater results than years of lifting weights. In life, the notion of survival of the fittest does not always mean the strongest or hardest working person succeeds. Often it's those who are best suited to the environment they're in who thrive. Just as a lion will succeed more easily in a territory full of prey with little competition, people who align their goals with realistic opportunities have a better chance of achieving success. It's not enough to work hard, the work has to be effective, and that effectiveness is often dependent on factors beyond our control, such as timing, natural ability, and genetic predispositions. Many motivational speakers promote the idea of hard work as the key to success, but they often overlook the importance of working smart and recognizing the limitations imposed by the environment. True success depends not just on hard work, but on aligning oneself with realistic goals, taking advantage of one's unique qualities, and understanding that the world is not always a level playing field. It's vital to set realistic goals and avoid getting lost in comparisons to extreme examples, which can lead to unrealistic expectations. In a world where so much of one's potential is shaped by factors beyond their control, focusing on effective strategies rather than blindly working hard is essential for realistic and fulfilling progress.